I know The Simpsons has been doing this for years now, but it'll always be bizarre to see flashbacks to the 90s where Marge and Homer are teenagers. The Simpsons was 10 seasons in 1999, and always featured a ton of flashbacks to the 70s and the 80s. But now, here we are, with a teenage Homer and Marge singing about Y2K. I know the writers like to wave this off, like why care about the continuity of a cartoon? And to a certain extent, I do understand that, but when they constantly change these backstories, it erases a lot of what gave these characters any texture to begin with. It's one thing to say that Marge, Dr. Hibbert, Barney, Smithers, and Milhouse's dad all had high school theater together in 1999. As a Simpsons fan, that's really strange to me, but I guess I can roll with it. But that's really just the surface level problem. Because when they do things like this, they tend to forget or ignore old pieces of characterization that I really liked. Like this episode implies that Barney drank so much in high school that he forgot he slept with Sasha, a new character. That bugged me because, I've seen the show. I know Barney was a focused, Harvard-bound student in high school until Homer gave him his first beer the night before the SATs. You can say that's just a nitpick, and this show has never cared about continuity much, and I get that. But that was a really good and surprisingly tragic backstory for Barney that they threw away. And if you do that often enough, what's really left to these characters?
Okay, two things. First off, the backstories of Barney don't actually contradict one another. You do understand high school doesn't end with the SATs, right? Second off, I'd have more sympathy for this complaint if the floating timeline hadn't always been part of The Simpsons. The 1993 episode Homer's Barbershop Quartet, for example, shows Bart as a very young child in 1985, in spite of the fact that Bart was 10 years old when he first appeared on The Tracy Ullman Show in 1987, for example.